Hi, my name is Dallas Marsh. Welcome to my ePortfolio for ETEC590, the MET program, a photographic journey. This is a capstone project for the Master of Educational Technology program offered by the University of British Columbia. This ePortfolio is meant to describe my journey through the MET program over the past 2 years while sharing my teaching philosophy and practices, my learning artifacts and reflections, as well as my pursuit in professional development as a lifelong learner. It will also serve as a requirement in satisfying the teacher qualification, the TQS, standards. The audience of the CP is meant to be my course instructor, my peers throughout the MET program, both current, future, and those soon to be graduating. That's not to forget my colleagues in education and in the online community whom are interested in educational technology. I wanted to take the time to personalize it. As part of personalizing the ePortfolio, I found it necessary to select a metaphor that was meaningful to me. The metaphor I've chosen to use as a framework connecting all aspects of the EP is photography. With a professional photographer as a father, I have been captivated with the notion of telling stories and capturing moments in time through photographs. I've been taking photos as long as I can remember. When I was much younger, the highlight of taking photographs was being able to develop them in our darkroom at home. Since I was still learning how to manually control the camera, I never knew how they were going to turn out. Some required a little more editing in the darkroom than others. When I moved out and no longer had regular access to the darkroom, my hobby was put to the side. It wasn't until I purchased a DSLR camera that I began shooting again. It was as if I was learning all over again. To take a photograph of quality, it requires a great deal of knowledge of the camera functions, of setting the scene, of camera modes, of taking the photograph, of editing, and of printing and mounting the final product. My journey through the MET program required much of the same processes. You feel overwhelmed breaking out of the automatic mode, but you quickly discover you are not alone and you have others to support you in your learning processes. Leaving the auto mode behind and challenging yourself, you will inevitably experience some frustrations. But with some minor retouching, you are able to develop photographs worthy of printing and of hanging on the wall. In creating this ePortfolio, I was forced to reflect on the knowledge and skills I developed through the MET program. Moon suggests that with reflection, a deeper learning can occur, which helps students to process and to transform their ideas, storing the knowledge away in a meaningful manner rather than simply memorizing the information. On all accounts, I represented the information to myself, allowing myself to reprocess it, strengthening the connections between individual courses and between theories and applications. Now that you have an overview of my photographic journey in the MET program, I would like to take you on a tour of my ePortfolio. As for navigating the site, there are a few options. There's a static menu bar to the left, buttons on the bottom of the page that will take you backwards or forwards in a linear fashion throughout the portfolio, and there are representative photographs on each of the landing pages. By clicking on any of the menu bar headings, the tabs, the buttons, or the photographs, you'll be redirected to that particular page. Let's begin by exploring the home page, referred to here as the camera. After all, taking photographs would be impossible without one. On this page, you will see that there is a brief explanation of the metaphor, the guided tour you are currently watching, and below them are some representative photographs. These representative photographs will redirect you to various parts throughout the site. If you continue to scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you will discover there is a footer. This footer can be seen on all individual pages throughout the site. Being a connected educator, I wanted to share with you my Twitter feed. This has been a great source of professional development for me and a great support from my PLN. You'll also see that there are 4 disclaimers in the middle. 3 of them are regarding the photographs, the images, and the embedded media, giving you some details as to how they will proceed into where you can see them in the proofs page. The important disclaimer I would like to explain is the hyperlinks. Here it says, please note the first time each academic reference is mentioned on an individual page, it will be hyperlinked on the proofs page. Those following will not be hyperlinked. It is also important to note that there will be some hyperlinks that will not work for those of you who are not logged into the UBC blogs. These links are intended for use for those within the MET program. You can also see that there are a couple of ways to connect. I encourage you to do so. And last but not least, I have included a Creative Commons attribution. Let's continue exploring the ePortfolio. Being Captivated describes how the MET program grabbed my attention and what led me to selecting educational technology as my area of focus for my master's degree. Taking Photographs focuses on the core courses I completed during the MET program. Editing the Photograph focuses on the elective courses. Printing the Photograph focuses on special courses in subject matter field. They focus on how I'm bringing all of the previous pages together. You then have Admiring the Photographs, where all of the photographs that represent each individual page in the ePortfolio for the MET course have been brought together. This is a representation of all of the reflection and the learning that took place during the completion of the course. Here you will also find Critiquing the Photographs, where I ask visitors such as yourself to assess this ePortfolio and to provide me with additional feedback. Following, we'll be capturing the next image. This page briefly outlines some of my future intentions of professional development as a lifelong learner. You then come to the equipment page. Here is a series of resources and of tools that I have found quite useful throughout my completion of the MET program. You have the proofs. And last but not least, you will have the contact sheet. Here are a variety of ways in which you can contact me for further information on the ePortfolio or anything else regarding educational technology. Let's explore a little more in depth by visiting Taking the Photograph. As you can see, this is the landing page in which I explain the connections of taking a photograph to the core courses in the MET program. At the bottom of the landing pages, you will find a collection of photographs. These photographs are representative of the courses that are connected to the section. The photographs on the landing pages are hyperlinks. Let's select this photograph and see what ETEC590 brings us. The individual course pages are laid out in an identical manner. You will notice that the representative photograph is located on top of the page. If you would like to view it in more detail, simply click on it and it will be enlarged for you to see. You will also notice that there is a general reflection of the overall course, as well as a hyperlink directing you to the UBC MET website to provide you with the course description. Following the general course reflections, you will find this divider line. It will let you know when you're finished with the general reflections and moving to the artifacts. On pages with multiple artifacts, this divider line will also inform you when you're moving on to the next artifact. As you can see for ETEC590, there's a single artifact, the research proposal. Every artifact throughout the ePortfolio has a reflection specific to it. Here the research proposal is embedded using Scribed. It can be viewed by scrolling through over the icon. Other artifacts will come in the form of screen captures, of embedded websites, of YouTube videos, and much more. It's important to note that some of the images throughout the site will simply enlarge for easier viewing, while others will redirect you to external links. Not to worry, all external links will be opened in a new tab, allowing you for easy navigation back to the ePortfolio. I'd like to take this time to thank my peers and instructors for the support and the countless discussions throughout the past 2 years. What's more is I'd like to pay special tribute to 3 of my peers in particular that have pushed me, challenged me, and supported me when needed. To Victoria Olson, I thank you for challenging me to learn more and to step beyond my comfort zone. I will miss our many Starbucks dates. To Pamela Jones, thank you for your never-ending support. And to Quentin Flockstra, thank you for all your support in collaborating, editing, and inspiring me to do just a little bit more. Without you 3, my experience in the MET program would not have been the same. And a special thanks to my friends and family for supporting me throughout this photographic journey, especially Jeremy. Without your encouragement and understanding, none of this would have been possible. This brings us to an end of our guided tour. I hope you enjoy my photographic journey. This brings us to an end of our guided tour. I hope you enjoy exploring my photographic journey through the MET program.